Greetings, Mantare79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for the Cardfight Vanguard trading card game. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is a premium formats. Kagero's Dauntless Drive Dragon with Dauntless Dominant Dragon Reverse with cards from DZ-BT05. Alrighty, let's get started. And now for the Grade 0 lineup. For the Grade 0s in this deck we are playing 1. Grade 0, Lizard Soldier Conroe. The Grade 0, Lizard Soldier Conroe, starting unit. Skills, first skill, auto. Forerunner, when another Kagero unit rides this unit, you may call this card to the rearguard circle. Second skill, action is a rearguard, cost, counter +1 and retire this unit. If the cost is paid, search your deck for up to 1 Grade 1 or less Kagero, reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 0 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 1 lineup. And now for the Grade 1 lineup. For the Grade 1s in this deck we are playing 4. Grade 1, Dragon Knight Keyshot. 4. Grade 1, Lava Flow Dragon. 4. Grade 1, Energy Flame Athonic. And 2. Grade 1, Blitz Order Unyielding Flame Sword. The Grade 1, Dragon Knight Keyshot. Skills, first skill, auto as a rear guard. When placed, cost, counter blast 1 and soul blast 1. If it costs paid, draw a card. Choose one of your opponent's back row rear guards and retire it. Second skill, auto, when rode upon, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 grade 3 and greater card from among them. Reveal it, put in hand and shuffle deck. The Grade 1, Lava Flow Dragon. Skills, first skill, continuous as a vanguard or rear guard. During your turn, if you have more rear guards than your opponent, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. Second skill, auto as a vanguard or rear guard. When placed from hand, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 grade 3 card from among them. Put it into your hand and shuffle deck. If you put a card to hand, discard a card from hand. The Grade 1, Energy Flame Athonic. Skill, auto as a rear guard. Cost, put this unit into your soul. When your opponent's rear guard is put into drop zone due to the effect of one of your cards, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 cards from your damage zone and turn them face up. The Grade 1, Blitz Order Unyielding Flame Sword. Skill, order, choose one of your units being attacked and perform all of the following. First effect, if your damage zone is 4 more cards, that unit gets plus 10,000 power until end of battle. Second effect, if your hand has 4 or less cards, that unit gets plus 10,000 power until end of battle. Third effect, if your opponent's G zone has a face-up card, that unit gets plus 15,000 power until end of battle. With that, we've covered the deck's Grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 2 lineup. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s in this deck we are playing 4. Grade 2, Break Breath Dragon. 4. Grade 2, Turret Cannon Dragon. And 3. Grade 2, Stealth Fiend Shishideer. The Grade 2, Break Breath Dragon. Skills, first skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of battle, it attacked. If your opponent's rear guards retire this turn, cost, retire this unit. If the cost is paid, draw a card. Second skill, auto, when rode upon, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it. If you do not retire, draw a card. The Grade 2, Turret Cannon Dragon. Skill, action is a vanguard or rear guard, once per turn. Cost, counter blast 1 and put a normal unit from drop zone into the bottom of the deck. If the cost is paid, choose one of your opponent's rear guards that's Grade 2 or less and retire it. If your hand has 4 or less cards, draw a card. The Grade 2, Stealth Fiend Shishideer. Skill, continuous as a rear guard or guardian. If your opponent's G zone has a card, this unit gets plus 5,000 power and plus 5,000 shield. If your opponent's G zone is a face-up card, this unit gets plus 10,000 power and plus 10,000 shield instead of plus 5,000 power and shield. Active on opponent's turn 2. With that, we've covered the deck's Grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 3 lineup. And now for the grade 3 lineup. For the grade 3s in this deck we are playing 4 grade 3 Dauntless Drive Dragon and 4 grade 3 Dauntless Dominate Dragon Reverse. The grade 3 Dauntless Drive Dragon. Skills: first skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of battle, your drive shall reveal 2 or more normal units. One of your front row rear guards gets plus 10,000 power until end of turn. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard once per turn. At the end of battle attacked, if your hand has 4 more cards. Cost: discard 3 cards from hand. If the cost and paid, stand this unit. Third skill, auto. When rolled upon, choose one of your Vanguards. It gets all of this card's auto abilities other than this ability until end of turn. The grade 3 Dauntless Dominate Dragon Reverse. Skills: first skill, auto as a Vanguard. When your drive check reveals a normal unit, cost: counterblast 1. If the cost and paid, put that card onto your rear guard circle as a locked card. If you put a card, this unit gets plus 10,000 power and plus 1 drive until end of battle. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. Cost: Soul Blast 1. If the cost and paid, unlock all of your locked cards and retire all of those units. Your opponent performs, choose 3 of your rear guards and retire them. If you're not retired 2 or more units, choose a marker from your circle and remove it for each of those units retired. With that, we've covered the deck's grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the trigger lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck we are playing 1 grade 0 Dragon DD King Resurgence Drag Vita Over Trigger. 3 grade 0 Dragon Dancer Tikla Critical Trigger. 4 grade 0 Dragon Dancer Paloma Critical Trigger. 4 grade 0 Wyvern Guard Barri Draw Trigger. 2 grade 0 Dragon Dancer Tara Heal Trigger. And 2 grade 3 Dragon Dancer Nastasia Heal Trigger. The grade 0 Dragon DD King Resurgence Drag Vita Over Trigger. Skill: trigger additional effect. Choose one of your Vanguards and it can restand it. The grade 0 Dragon Dancer Tikla. Skill: auto as a rear guard. Generation Break 1. When your Vanguard attacks, cost: put this unit into your soul. If the cost and pay, draw a card, and one of your Vanguards gets plus 10,000 power until end of battle. The grade 0 Dragon Dancer Paloma. Skill: continuous from the hand. While paying the cost for Stride, this card may be discarded as a grade 3. The grade 0 Wyvern Guard Barri Draw Trigger. Sentinel Perfect Guard. Skills: first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel in deck. Second skill, auto as a Guardian. When placed, cost: discard a card from hand. If the cost and pay, and one of your units cannot be hit until end of battle. The grade 0 Dragon Dancer Tara Heal Trigger. Skill: auto. When this card is discarded from hand for the cost of calling a G Guardian, cost: bind this card and bind another heal trigger from drop. If the cost and paid, countercharge 1 or soul charge 1. The grade 3 Dragon Dancer Nastasia Heal Trigger. Skills: first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle from hand, if you do not ride a grade 3 or greater unit this fight, perform one of the following. First effect, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets plus 10,000 power until end of turn. Second effect, choose one of your opponent's units and it gets -2 critical until end of battle. Then second skill, auto. When this unit is placed on rear guard from hand, if your damage zone has no cards, put the top card of your deck into the damage zone. And with that, we've covered the deck's trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck we are playing 1 Over Trigger, Drag Vita. 7 Critical Triggers. 4 Draw Triggers. And 4 Heal Triggers. And now for the G Zone. For the cards in this G Zone, we are playing 1 Grade 4 Harmonics Messiah. 1. Grade 4, Xerath Dragon of Inferno Drachma. 1. Grade 4, Progenitor Dragon of Lightning Flame Gilgal. 1. Grade 4, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Blazing Burst Dragon. 2. Grade 4, Divine Dragon Knight Barakat. 4. Grade 4, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Dragonic Blade Master Titan. And 2. Grade 4, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Zanbus Dragon. The Grade 4, Harmonics Messiah. Skills: first skill, Continuous. You may only have one Harmonics Messiah G unit in a G deck. Second skill, Stride Step. Cost: choose one or more cards from your hand, with some of their grades being grade 3 or greater, and discard them. If you cost and paid, strike this card onto your Vanguard Circle from face down. Third skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, choose any number of your locked cards and unlock them. Then, choose the same number of cards from your hand as the number of cards that was unlocked by this skill and discard them. Fourth skill, Auto from the Vanguard Circle or G Zone. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle or at the beginning of your turn, if this card is face up and your damage zone has 2 or less cards and no new cards are put into your damage zone during your opponent's preceding turn, cost: put the top card of your deck into the damage zone. If you cost and paid, draw a card. Fifth skill, from Auto from the G Zone. When your grade 1 is placed by riding from grade 0, if you went second, cost: reveal this card. If you cost and paid, put a Guardian Shield ticket into your hand. The Grade 4, Xerath Dragon Inferno Drachma. Skills: first skill, Ultimate Stride. Stride Step. Cost: choose a card of the same card name as your Vanguard and discard it. When the cost and paid, strike this card onto your Vanguard Circle from face down. Second skill, Auto. When placed on Vanguard Circle, cost: Counterblast 2. If you cost and paid, retire all of your opponent's units. Bind them face up on your opponent's bind zone. Your opponent chooses 3 or up to 3 cards from his or her hand, discard 2 cards among them, and then rides one of them as onto his Vanguard Circle as stand. The Grade 4, Progenitor Dragon of Lightning Flame Gilgal. Skills: first skill, Stride Step. Cost: discard a card with the same card name as your Vanguard. If you cost and paid, strike this card into your Vanguard from face down. Second skill, Continuous from the G Zone. This card cannot be turned face up by abilities. If this card is face up, you can stride it without paying the stride cost. Third skill, Action. As a Vanguard, cost: Counterblast 2 and Soul Blast 1. If you cost and paid, until end of turn, this unit battles all of your opponent's units in one attack, and it gets plus 10,000 power. And a skill, Auto. As a Vanguard, when this unit attack hits, countercharge 1. The Grade 4, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Blazing Burst Dragon. Skills: first skill, Stride Step. Cost: choose one or more cards with some of their grades being grade 3 or greater from hand and discard them. If you cost and paid, strike this card onto your Vanguard Circle from face down. Second skill, Auto. As a Vanguard, Generation Break 8. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, retire all of your opponent's rear guards, and all of your own rear guards gets plus 10,000 power until end of turn. If 3 or more units were retired, this unit gets plus 10,000 power and plus 1 critical until end of turn. The Grade 4, Divine Dragon Knight Barakat. Skills: first skill, Stride Step. Cost: choose one or more cards with some of their grades being grade 3 or greater from hand, discard them. If you cost and paid, strike this card onto your Vanguard from face down. Second skill, Auto. As a Vanguard, when this unit attacks, cost: turn a card from your G Zone face up. If you cost and paid, if your opponent has 3 or more open rear guard circles, this unit gets plus 10,000 power, plus 1 critical, and plus 1 drive until end of battle. If your opponent has 5 or more open rear guard circles, all of your rear guards gets plus 10,000 power until end of turn. The Grade 4, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Dragonic Blade Master Titan. Skills: first skill, Stride Step. Cost: choose one or more cards with the sum of their grades being grade 3 or greater from hand, discard them. If you cost and paid, strike this onto your Vanguard Circle from face down. Second skill, Auto. As a Vanguard or Rear Guard, Blaze. At the beginning of each of your attacks, if you have more rear guards than your opponent, then your own Vanguard becomes blazing until end of turn. Third skill, Action. As a Vanguard, once per turn, Generation Break 2. Cost: Counterblast 1. And choose a card from your G Zone face down and turn it face up. If you cost and paid, choose the same number of your opponent's rear guards as the number of face up cards named Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Dragonic Blade Master Titan from your G Zone and retire them. And until end of turn, this unit gets Continuous as a Vanguard. If this unit is blazing, it gets plus 1 critical. The Grade 4, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Zanbus Dragon. Skills: first skill, Stride Step. Cost: choose one or more cards with the sum of their grades being grade 3 or greater from your hand and discard them. If you cost and paid, strike this card onto your Vanguard from face down. Second skill, actions Vanguard once per turn. Cost, turn a card from your G zone face up. If you cost and paid, retire all of your opponent's rear guards, and all of your grade 3 or greater units. This was 10,000 power until end of turn. With that, we've covered the deck's G zone and the G units. Next, let's get on to the G Guardians. And now for the G Guardians. For the G Guardians, this deck we are playing 2 grade 4 Flamewing Steel Beast Denial Griffin, and 2 grade 4 Divine Dragon Knight Absalam. The grade 4 Flamewing Steel Beast Denial Griffin. Skills: first skill, G Guardian, usable when both fighters' vanguards are both grade 3 and greater, and the number of face-up G Guardians in the G zone is 3 or less. Opponent's turn, guard step. Cost, choose a heal trigger from your hand and discard it. If the cost and paid, call this card into your G zone from your Guardian Circle from face down. Second skill, Auto. Cost, counterblast 1. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's attacking rear guards and retire it. The grade 4 Divine Dragon Knight Absalam. Skills: first skill, G Guardian, usable when both fighters' vanguards are grade 3 or greater, and the number of face-up G Guardians in your G zone is 3 or less. Opponent's turn, guard step. Choose a heal trigger from hand and discard it. If the cost and paid, call this card to Guardian Circle from face down. Second skill, Auto. Cost, counterblast 1. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle during the battle that your vanguard was attacked by your opponent's vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets plus 10,000 shield until the end of battle for each of your opponent's open rearguard circles. With that, we covered the cards G Guardian lineup. And of that, that's just all the time we have for today. First, I want to say is thank you to the viewers watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the near future. And I also hope you all show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And of that, I say goodbye and